And good afternoon. We're following breaking news right now that House Speaker and Ohio native John Boehner has decided to resign from his congressional seat at the end of October. Boehner was expected to hold a news conference this morning, but he canceled it at the last minute. Take a look at reporters as they peppered the speaker with questions as he walked down the hall.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, can you tell us how come?
Let him go by. Just let him.
Congratulations, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Does it feel like a weight off your shoulders?
It's a wonderful day. All right, here, come on, take a hold here.
Make a path, please.
Here, go.
Excuse me, sir.
Mr. Speaker, why did you decide to retire now?
Why not, Mr. Speaker? Thanks, everyone.
Mr. Boehner never responded to the questions about his resignation, but here's what we have confirmed. As we mentioned, the congressman will step down at the end of October. The Republican leader has come under fire from conservatives in the House GOP conference over whether or not to risk shutting down the government over Planned Parenthood funding. One of Boehner's aides says, quote, the speaker believes putting members through prolonged leadership turmoil would do irreparable damage to the institution. He is proud of what this majority has accomplished and his speakership, but for the good of the Republican conference and the institution, he will resign the speakership and his seat in Congress effective October 30th. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi did speak this morning about Boehner's decision.
Our Speaker announcing his resignation. That resignation of the Speaker is a stark indication of the disarray of the House Republicans, a demonstration of their obsession with shutting down government at the expense of women's health, and a sign of the failure of the House Republicans to be willing to engage in dialogue for the good of the American people.
Although it's not certain who will succeed Boehner, the most obvious candidate is the number 2 House Republican Kevin McCarthy, a genial Californian who was first elected to Congress in 2006. Now, McCarthy did not immediately announce any plans to run for Speaker, but would be expected to do so. Regardless, Boehner's departure ensures a major leadership race in which Tea Party conservatives would be expected to field a candidate. And we just got this statement by House Speaker John Boehner. He issued the following statement. My mission every day is to fight for a smaller, less costly, and more accountable government. Over the last 5 years, our majority has advanced conservative reforms that will help our children and their children. I'm proud of what we have accomplished. He goes on to say the first job of any speaker is to protect this institution that we all love. It was my plan to only serve as Speaker until the end of last year, but I stayed on to provide continuity to the Republican conference and the House. It is, in my view, however, that prolonged leadership turmoil would do irreparable damage to the institution. That is much as what his aide said as well. And he ended his saying, today my heart is full with gratitude for my family, my colleagues, and the people of Ohio's 8th District. And we'll have more on this coming up in just a little bit.